Hi, and welcome to Cat Ren Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today we are going to be reviewing Thanos, issue 2. So, as we left off in the first issue, we found out that Thanos was dying, and a number of his family were actually coming together and deciding that it was time to kill him. These members led by his son Thane, and hopefully joined by Star Fox. Star Fox was fantastic in the last issue. But going right on into this issue, we start talking about the planet, I think it's Nula, and how for years this has been a planet for the ill and for the needy. This has been somewhere where individuals can go to try to fix what ails them. Well, then Thanos comes by, and Thanos is dying, and he's not very happy about that. So Thanos basically burns the entire place to the ground when he finds out that they can't heal him, and he murders everyone. Right on that, we get to see Nebula. Nebula is stealing something from a ship and getting ready to basically explode the ship until she bumps into Star Fox. And Star Fox says that he would love to just float around and catch up with her, but they kind of have a meeting that they have to go to. And she would be the perfect individual to join in on this meeting. Also, Deadpool the Duck. It's coming up. It's going to be fantastic. Very excited about it. But Thanos decides to go and see his father, which honestly, before reading this comic, I'd never actually met Thanos' father before, and I was kind of surprised when we actually get to meet him, and he's just an everyday, ordinary man, and we find out that Daddy's not proud of his Titan son. Not proud of him, and when he finds out Thanos is dying, he's happy about it. He's telling him how much of a disappointment he always was and how ashamed he always was for people to know that he was his son, that he was a man of science, and that he slaughtered his mother and he slaughtered so many others. And yeah, as not a great family bonding moment. But getting back on into our ragtag crew of Thanos killing bunch, they're meeting up with Thane. And he's telling each one of them his plan of how to defeat Thanos. The fact that Thanos is dying, and how they are going to use this to their advantage. And Nebula's not buying it. Actually, she laughs about it. And ultimately, they decide that they're going to try it out. They're going to work through Thane's plan, and they are going to go through it all. They also go in a little bit about why the champion is so loyal to Thane, the fact that Thane saved his life. That's not that important, but I'm kind of disappointed that Star Fox didn't get as much in this. Honestly, I kind of fell in love with him in the last issue. He was really fantastic, but he's much more of a background character in this issue. Nebula gets a lot more time. Back on into what's going on with Thanos and his father. Thanos' father is looking at some of the cells that from Thanos and looking at what exactly it is that's killing him. And Thanos asks him how long, and he says, well, about a few weeks, maybe. Days, months, they don't know entirely. And he has to know how long until he comes out with a cure for him to save him. And his dad just starts laughing at him and says, a cure? Are you serious? It could take years, if not longer, in order to come up with a cure for what ails him. And even if he could, why would he want to? This has been something he's always wanted. He even goes as far as to say that he wishes he would have killed Thanos in his crib when he was an infant. If he would have known what he was going to become later on, he would have. He would have smothered him in his own crib. At least it would have been by his own hands that would have ended him. And that he was glad to know that Thanos is dying, and he only wished that he could watch him rot and die alone. And then Thanos says, you know, for the first time in your pathetic life, you actually sound like my father. And then he punches a hole right through his heart. Yeah, that was the end of that little lovely father-son moment. Yeah, daddy-son day was over. But, yeah, Thanos is about ready to leave the planet until he gets attacked by the heroes of this planet. We get to see the Shi'ar Imperial Guard. And they're telling Thanos to stand down or die. So the next comic is literally going to be called The Empire Strikes Back. Thank you, Marvel Comics, because now you get to say that because you and Star Wars are now both owned by Disney. Congratulations. But I gotta tell you, I've been enjoying Thanos. I've really liked the family drama going on here. I would love to get more Star Fox in on it. I fell in love with him in the first issue. I liked the art. I like the fact that he's larger in this than he was shown in Gamora. I feel like they did a better job with that in this. I felt like the art was a little stronger in this. I'm excited to see where issue 3 goes. And yeah, give me a like if you like this video. Comment below and tell me if you're enjoying Thanos as much as I am. And what did you like about this issue? Did you like the same things? Did you think the moments between he and his father were interesting? Were you hoping for a better dynamic between the team that is trying to kill Thanos off? As much as I was. I think that was probably my biggest disappointment in this, was the way their script was written, the way their whole conversations were written. It was kind of weak for me. But I still loved this issue. Subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of my older videos I have up for offer here on Catherine Figures. Like I said, I did review Thanos issue 1, so check that out if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.